In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 27, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Mets versus Pittsburgh Pirates. The New York Mets, holding a 47-34 overall record and 43-38 against the run live, face off against the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are 32-50 overall and 38-45 against the run line. On Friday evening, the Mets recently split a series with Atlanta by winning games 3 and 4, reclaiming first place in the National League East. On the road this season, New York has gone 19-22, while Pittsburgh has a 20-21 record at home. The Pirates have struggled to provide adequate run support for Skeens in their last outing, a recurring issue throughout the year. Pittsburgh will start Keller, who has allowed 2 earned runs in each of his last 2 starts, but the team has lost 12 of his last 13 starts. New York counters with Peterson, who has given up 5, 3, 0, and 3 earned runs over his last 4 appearances. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. David Peterson is set to pitch for the Mets. This season, he has compiled a 5-3 record across 15 starts, boasting a 2.98 earned run average, a 1.24 WHIP, and a strikeout to walk ratio of 78-31. Opponents have managed only a .238 batting average against him. Offensively, Pittsburgh ranks in the bottom 10 of the league in batting average, on base percentage, runs scored, home runs, and slugging percentage. Given these struggles, the Pirates are likely to have difficulty scoring runs against Peterson. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Baltimore Orioles. It's the first game of a series between 2 American League teams, with the Tampa Bay Rays visiting Baltimore to start a 3-game set on Friday night in Charm City. Both squads are looking to build some positive momentum as the season progresses. Sugano will be pitching on 6 days rest, which aligns more closely with his routine back in Japan, but he's struggled recently. In his last 3 starts, he hasn't managed to get through 5 innings, which could be a big problem against a Rays team that has been playing well lately. Tampa Bay has pushed its way into the American League East race and, as of Thursday, sits just 1 game behind the Yankees for first place. Meanwhile, Pepiot has been pitching very well of late, and the Rays have the offensive firepower to back him up. The Rays are a solid team that doesn't carry inflated betting lines, since they aren't a heavily publicized squad with inflated prices. I'm backing Tampa Bay here with Pepiot on the mound. He has a 3.04 earned run average and 1.1 WHIP this season, and has allowed just 7 runs in his last 24.2 innings. On the other hand, Sugano has given up 3 or more runs in each of his last 3 starts and has been hittable at home, sporting a 3.92 earned run average and a .275 batting average against. With Baltimore struggling at the bottom of the American League East and having trouble winning games, it makes sense to fade them in this matchup. I continue to back the Rays, who have been profitable for me. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Looking at their recent meetings, 3 of the 4 games between these teams this season have seen 8 or fewer runs scored. The under has gone 7-3 in their last 10 head-to-head matchups dating back to 2024, so expect a similar low-scoring affair here. For the Rays, the under is 6-4 in their last 10 games, with 4 or fewer runs allowed in 6 of those, including back-to-back shutouts. The Orioles have an even stronger under trend, going 8-2 in their past 10 games, averaging just 3.6 runs scored per game during that stretch. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Athletics versus New York Yankees. The Athletics, with a 33-49 record placing them 5th in the AL West, will begin a 3-game series in the Bronx against the American League East leading New York Yankees on Friday at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees, as the superior team playing at home, are expected to be favored. However, the Athletics have consistently shown enough resilience as underdogs to warrant consideration. Spence has performed solidly this season, holding a 3.84 earned run average and a 1.3 WHIP, and has has allowed only 22 hits and 6 runs over his last 21.2 innings. In 30 innings pitched on the road, Spence boasts an impressive 2.1 earned run average and a .218 batting average against. On the other side, Warren has been inconsistent this season, reflected in his 4.66 earned run average. The Athletics continue to be a team worth considering in the betting market. As our first pick for this matchup, the Athletics to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. When these two teams face each other, a high-scoring game usually ensues. All 3 Yankees Athletics games played so far this season have gone over the projected total, with the teams combining for 44 runs over that series in Sacramento, averaging 14.6 runs per game. Furthermore, all 5 of the most recent encounters between these two teams have concluded with more than 10 runs scored. Despite a recent cold spell, the Yankees lineup still leads the American League in home runs, slugging percentage, and OPS, and they draw more walks than any other team in baseball, averaging 3.91 walks per game. The Athletics, meanwhile, rank 29th in the league for issuing walks to batters at a rate of 3.77 per game and also surrender more home runs than any other team, while still hitting their fair share, placing 8th in MLB with 1.23 home runs per game. All these factors point towards another high-scoring matchup between the Athletics and the Yankees. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Boston Red Sox. The MLB weekend kicks off on Friday with a divisional showdown as the Toronto Blue Jays visit the Boston Red Sox in the opening game of a 3-game series. Both starting pitchers have been performing well recently, but a significant factor to consider is the Blue Jays' historical performance against Brayan Bello. Toronto's current roster boasts an impressive slash line of .319, .373, and .511 against the right-hander over 94 at-bats. The Blue Jays offense has also been strong over the past week, ranking 13th in weighted on-base average at .318, suggesting they should provide ample run support for Berrios to secure a victory. As our first pick for this matchup, the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. Both Bello and Jose Berrios have been solid throughout June. Bello has made 4 starts, pitching 25.1 innings, recording 4 quality starts, and maintaining a 2.49 earned run average. Similarly, Berrios has made 4 starts, logging 25 innings, and registering a 2.52 ERA. Berrios also has excellent head-to-head numbers against Boston, holding their current roster to a slash line of .226, .242, and .398 over 98 at-bats. In contrast, the Red Sox offense has been struggling significantly over the last 7 days, ranking 27th in WOBA and 21st in isolated power. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Cleveland Guardians. The St. Louis Cardinals will open a 3-game series on the road Friday against the Cleveland Guardians. The Cardinals have been strong against the run line this season, covering in 54.9% of their games overall and 61.5% as the away team. They have also performed well after losses, covering 58.3% of the time. In contrast, the Guardians have struggled against the run line, covering only 43.2% of their home games and 51.9% overall. Cleveland has also been inconsistent as an underdog, covering in just 47.4% of such games. Recent trends favor the Cardinals, who have a better record against non-division opponents with a 56.9% cover rate, compared to the Guardians' 46.7%. Additionally, St. Louis has been more reliable with equal rest, covering 56.4% of the time, while Cleveland stands at 51.3%. The Guardians' offense has struggled throughout the year, which has been a primary reason for their lack of consistent success. Their batting average against National League teams is just .238, and they are hitting only .215 in June. Sonny Gray, who will pitch for the Cardinals, has a 3.72 earned run average, and the Cardinals have a 12-3 record when he starts for them. While Gray's performance has been better at home, he is still considered one of the Cardinals' top pitching options. The Guardians will need to show offensive improvement before they can be fully trusted. As our first pick for this matchup, the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. Sonny Gray is expected to perform well against Cleveland's struggling lineup. His solid performance could limit the Guardians' offense, which is also averaging only 3.81 runs per game and has a .231 team batting average. The Cardinals' road batting average is .241. This combination suggests a low-scoring game between two teams that are not typically familiar opponents. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.